Brothers and sisters, good evening and thank you for joining me for this video on my YouTube channel. In the video of today, I want to react to comments that people made on a video I posted. The title of the video is "This is how the Amazonians can win the struggle." It's on my YouTube channel, you can watch it. Okay, I'm first of all sorry for my late reaction. It's due to the fact that La République du Cameroon has decided that I should not have internet. Okay, can you imagine? I pay internet on a monthly basis. I pay 30,000 for 1 month. But for 1 week now, I've not been able to have any internet. Any internet for a whole week. So I was forced now to go and subscribe for another internet service when I already have one I've paid for. So that is the country we live in, which is too bad. Okay, it's really bad. I don't understand how we can be in a country like this and expect to emerge even in 100 years. I don't believe that one can happen. So I want to react to comments. And I want to start, I will try to summarize them and give out the main comment that attracted my attention. The first comment was from Young Star. So Young Star says in his comment, "I don't sound Anglophone. The struggle of Anglophones does not concern me. I am not an Amazonian. My suggestion for election is the worst for the situation at hand." Yes, I was not born in any Anglophone zone. I was born in Jombe. I grew up there and then I came to Yaoundé after my advanced level. I came to Yaoundé to continue with my university education. Okay, so that one is true. I'm not Amazonian. And I told you in that video that I did not make it because it concerns me, like my life. I made it because I am losing my friends. I'm losing my friends. My friends are from Bamenda, Kumba, Manfe. And some of them live in Boya. Okay, so my friends are in the Anglophone zones. My best friends, even in Yaoundé, the friends I have are Anglophones. And I'm losing my friends. That is what made me to really try to look deeply into the situation. Suggest something that can be done to stop the killings. Stop the killings. That is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. You know, in the Anglophone struggle, it's not only the population that is being killed, the military people also. Some Anglophones are using gas, tear gas, to kill them because they don't have guns. And the military people, they are really using guns to kill the population, which to me is too bad. That is why I came online and I told you there's a way to stop the killing and win the struggle. So many people have not agreed with me. I understand. Some people said I should read the history of Gandhi, but based on my knowledge, Gandhi was not for violence. In fact, Gandhi is the one that inspired Nelson Mandela that he can win a struggle without killing, peacefully. And you see, Nelson Mandela, he did not win his fight through guns. He won it through pacific manifestation. He went to prison, everything, and he came out. It's not because he had guns, it's not because he killed a lot of people that he won the struggle. No. And that was then. Today is a different world. Today is 2017. At least consider your time. Consider your time. Not only that, Gandhi made history on his time. Are you going to repeat what Gandhi did tens of years back now? I don't think that is the best way. We can make our own history. Why not? Are you so much afraid of the history? Are you so much afraid of the challenges involved? So why don't you take it as a challenge and get it done? That you can win this situation without killing, without exposing your people to be killed. I just want to quote you a philosophical, author. The guy says, live first, philosophize after. If only you can understand the meaning. Live first, philosophize after. If you are not alive, you cannot philosophize. That is the simple truth. Somebody told me that bribery is a crime. Yeah, you're right. So is it a worse crime than killing somebody or being killed? I don't think so. Me, I prefer to bribe somebody than to kill. I prefer to bribe somebody than to be killed. Because never forget, even for the judge, for the court to judge you, you still need to be alive. When you are dead, who will judge you? For what? For what? So why are you exposing people to be killed for something that you can solve without the killings? That's the question I don't understand. That's the problem I don't understand. Okay? That's what I don't understand. And yes, bribery is a crime. Is it more a crime than scamming? I don't think so again. I don't think so. Scamming is like stealing. It's like killing. So it's worse than bribery. Okay? It's worse. Bribery is that you go and corrupt somebody. So the person has to agree. But when you are scamming, the person does not agree. You use all kind of ways to convince the person that what you are doing is genuine, of which it is not. When you are killing somebody, nobody can agree that you should kill him or her. That is why even somebody that will harm himself or herself, at the end will be crying, please help me. Because nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die. Though we know that all of us we are going to die. That's not how we expect to die. That's not how we are expected to die. Okay, so please try to reason again. Try to reason again. I told you in the first video, I'm telling you again. United Nations is not a solution to any African country. Even to the world, it's not a solution. United Nations has intervened in so many cases. Check Kosovo, check South Sudan, check Ivory Coast, check Libya, check Syria. Where again? Check Iraq, check where again? In every country, United Nations has intervened, sir, madam. There is no peace up to date. There is no peace. There is no happiness. War is every day there. It's every day. So you want to involve United Nations to come and destroy you? I don't suggest that as a solution. Somebody told me, oh, you cannot win election with the system. Who tells you? Another person told me, go and read the history of your country. Remember in 1992. Yeah, of course, I remember 1992. How can I forget? But let me tell you, Ni John Fuji that almost all of you are insulting. He is, up to now, the only Anglophone person that stood up against the system. And through election, the guy won. But he needed to have both. He needed to have a personality, a great character to stand up and call the people that voted for him to strike, to manifest. You have been there as a president. You do not have that character, but at least you tried. Why don't you try also? And you know, that was back in 1992. Who had WhatsApp on that time? Who had internet? Who knew about internet in this country? Today, the world is different. The world is different. Every political party has the right to have a representative in any voting stations. Yes, if you do not know. So, if there are 1,000 vote stations in Cameroon, you can have 1,000 representatives, 10,000 representatives, 1 million representatives there. When the results of your post comes out, immediately you snap it and make it worldwide. You snap and send it on WhatsApp. You snap and post it on Facebook. Who is going to deny that result? And another thing, I told you go to election. I did not say use the system in place to go to election. If you don't know how to win election, you can ask for advice. I will give you. Because Cameroon is the easiest country now on earth where you can win presidential election. Trust me. You say, because I'm Francophone, I should not involve myself in the Anglophone problem, right? Okay. But let me tell you, there's one thing Anglophones and Francophones will agree on in this country today. Is that Cameroon is not doing well. Everybody in Cameroon needs change. Everybody in Cameroon wants change. So if any Anglophone proves to be the change, Cameroonians will vote for him, no matter whether they are Francophones or Anglophones. They will vote. So remove that from your mind. Okay? And Francophones, they are on power since. Who tells you that you too, you cannot take over? Are you so scared? Are you so afraid of challenges? It's normal that you should be afraid to go to election, because only the small Anglophone zone is not united. For Anglophones, if you say something they don't agree with, they start insulting you. They burn your house. Fire committee, honeybees army. You burn houses of people because they said something you don't agree with. Even your brother, because he went on BBC, he said something you do not agree with. Call him, find out, ask, why do you say this? You could not. He went and burned his family's house. So that's what you call democracy, right? You say you are fighting for democracy, and to you, that is democracy. You don't agree with somebody, you insult, you burn, you kill. Is that what you call democracy? Is that what you call freedom? I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised the people that need freedom is behaving this way. It's so funny. It's so irresponsible to me. And then somebody said, speaking English does not mean you are Anglophone. Yes, you are right. But to be born in Bamenda or Boya does not make you an Anglophone either. Okay? You have to know it. You guys sent me to go and read the history of my country. Okay, let's go to history. I know Anglophones, they study history deeper more than Francophones. And I'm really surprised that you guys say the Northern Cameroon and the Southern Cameroon have never been together. Oh! And you tell me that I should go and read the history of Cameroon. You say that Southern Cameroon and Northern Cameroon have never been a country together. And you say I should go and read the history. I'm really surprised, guys. And very disappointed. Do you know why? Before the Germans, there was a territory called Rio dos Camarões. There was a territory called Camarões by Portuguese, who discovered Cameroon the first. When Germans they came to Cameroon, there was one Cameroon. One, not two. When they were ruling, when they were colonizing us, there was one single Cameroon. It's the French and the British who came and divided this country into two. They divided the country into two. So before the French and the English people, we were one Cameroon. One and only one Cameroon. There were no two Cameroons. There was one and single Cameroon. That part of history, please go back and read it very well. If you just observe the political, separation of Cameroon today into regions, we see that the Anglophones from Southwest and the Douala people have almost the same culture. They are all Sawa people. The northern ones, the Bamenda people and the West people, they have almost the same culture. Why do you think so? If they were not together before, how do you think it happened? Is it by magic? No, guys. They were together. They were one people. One people that have been divided. Divided by political actions. Divided by politicians. And this is what brought us to where we are today. Okay? So that is history. I don't want to go further in history because I'm not a historian. I'm not a historian. Okay? You sent me to go and do some history. Okay, I took it. I'm a computer technician, not a historian. What I do is computer. Computer phones. But still, I know little of our history. I went to high school. I went to primary school even. From 1884 till 1916, there was one Cameroon. There was no Anglophone, there was no Francophone. So the Anglophones and the Francophones only came up when the English people and the French people divided this country. So the English people, with their indirect ruling system, they gave to the Bamenda and they gave to the southern Cameroonians the Anglo-Saxon culture. And the French people gave to the other people, to the northern Cameroonians, the Francophones culture. That's when now you talk of Anglophone, you talk of Francophone. There were no Anglophones before, no Francophones. There was a Cameroon. Never forget it. That is history. Those are facts that nobody can delete. Okay, people have tried to do so, but you cannot delete. You cannot refuse who you are. This is what Cameroon is. And trust me again, it's 10,000 times better to win through election than to win through killing. Because the war is being fought in the Anglophone zones. So you can never win a war, you can never win a battle. The battle is in the Anglophone field, right? It's in Bamenda, it's in Boya, all the Anglophone zone, the battle is there. Trust me, you can never win any battle in your home. You can never win any battle at home. You can win the war, yes, but you can never win any battle at home. Because the people that will be killed are your people. Somebody will sit in your house, a lost bullet will come and shoot, bam, the person is dead. But the other side, what they can lose is their military. Their military. The houses that will be destroyed are your houses. Everything, just see, you yourself, you are destroying everything already. Burning schools, burning dormitories, but you are not burning the La Republic institutions. So you are burning only yourself. Ghost town, who is suffering? The people. The people are the first people to suffer from all those things. So instead of you going to that direction, I strongly suggest you to think again. Think again. Come together first as one people. Because we are not one people. Somebody told me there are two Anglophone candidates for the presidency. Imagine, one people, they want to change a system. They want to win a battle. They cannot come together. Two people will go and put. So who will vote for who? Now tell me. Who chose those people to go and deposit their candidature? I said the people should sit and choose one leader. Remain behind that leader for the election. Campaign for that leader during the election. That's the only way to win. No, that's not the only way, but that is the best way to win. Trust me. And again, I'm telling you, if any person in this country, no matter if you're Anglophone or Francophone, you have a good social project for this country, you win the elections. Because everybody is tired in Cameroon. Everybody knows it's not going. If you go in the military corps, you will see military people, they are not happy with the system. Have you ever heard that in a normal country, a military man will go and kill his supervisor? Have you ever heard it? It happens every day now in Cameroon. Why? Because they are not happy. They are not happy with the system. Police people is the same. It's the same. Teachers is the same. Medical people is the same. In any field, people are not happy. So save your lives. Save people's lives. Use it to win through election. If you really don't know how to manage it, come to me. I will give you strategies that will not fail you. It's very simple. Extremely simple. Not easy, but extremely simple. Simple like you cannot imagine. But stop pushing people to be killed for nothing. And let me tell you, that is what maybe you are not even thinking of. The La République system is not sleeping. They are not reacting maybe, but they are putting in place a strategy. What will happen when they start acting? Just remember in 2008, Cameroonians were unhappy. They decided to march. You know what happened after? If you don't know, go and find out about Commandement Opérationnel. Go and find out what they did to the population. We understand who you are dealing with. Understand your adversary. Understand the person you are fighting against, so that you should prepare yourself well. Don't just get up and say, oh, we are doing this, we are doing that. Yes, you can do it. At what price? At what price? What is the cost of all that? What is the cost? Why don't you use a way that will benefit you more? Why? I just want you to remember that the Francophones, they did not use force to take everything. They use your own people. You voted for people to go and represent you. The people, when they were corrupted. So, because of corruption, you lost everything. If because of corruption you can win everything, what is the problem? So you prefer to win by killing yourself. Putting yourself like this, gone. They shoot, you fall. Who told you that you will not die? You will die. Everybody dies of bullet. Everybody. So stop going to bullets. Please, use your heads. Use your wisdom to get things done for your own good. That is where I'm standing. Okay? That is where I'm standing. I am standing where there is life first. First thing is life. Power is nothing compared to life. Life first, then power. Life, then power. And this is a unique opportunity, because the system in place is dying. Everybody is old. Every Cameroonian is tired of them. Why don't you seize the opportunity? Anglophones. Prove to people that you are smart people. You say you are smart, right? That Francophones are too dull, right? Then prove it. Prove it. Because to kill is not to be smart. But to use somebody against himself is smarter. That is smartness. Try that. Try that. Why not? What are you losing? What are you losing? And trust me, you cannot establish your state and it is functional before 1 year. Elections are in less than a year. Why don't you use a shorter way easier way to get what you are looking for. If after elections you have not won, and that elections were like this, everybody will see. So you have a more reason, you have a better motivation to go in the street and do whatsoever you want to do. But before then, trust me, war, violence should be the last option to solve any problem. Because even if you do what to, at the end you must still sit and discuss. For me, a government means nothing. Trust me. You must still sit together and discuss. So why don't you use words? Jesus said, no, not Jesus. The Bible says, this earth and everything that we see was made by words. By speaking, just using words to change things. Why don't you strengthen your words and use the words to change things? Why are you choosing to go and fall in the bullets? It's not good, it's not advisable, and I don't support it. Insult me if you want, because I set my mind, but that is what I think. I don't support it. I'm not okay that my friend should be killed. I'm not okay, because I still believe there's another way to win this struggle. There's another way, and a better way. Come first together as a united people, do things. It will work. Trust me. The world today is not like before. Technology is there for what? So you know WhatsApp only to send messages, to propaganda messages. Use WhatsApp to send result of elections. Let the world know it. That is my mind. I thought it's normal that I should react. Because everything you say, oh, go and do this. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I did that before putting together the first video. And I did that again. And this is still my position. You guys are in America. You are out of Cameroon. You are out of Bamenda. You are out of Buea. Why? Because you don't want to die. So why is that you don't want to die and you want other people to die? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. So change. Please. Change for the sake of your own people. For the sake of your own people. Change. I am begging you. And this is my word. This is my mind. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you are not yet subscribed, subscribe to watch all the videos I'll be publishing soon. May God bless you all. May God open your minds to think well again and again. So help us God. Bye bye.